Hey, what's up? So I'm going to give my overview of Jacked and Tan 2.0, the 12-week program made by Cody the Fever. I got a really good response from this program, this 12-week program. Starting out, we're going to just play through some of my training clips prior to actually starting the program. So what I wanted to do is get a 2-rep max to actually start the program, see where I was at strength-wise, and build from there. So without further ado, let's go into squats. This is 315 pounds for a set of 2. You can see my knees are valgusing in quite a bit, and the reps don't look that good. They don't look that easy. So starting out the program, I put 315 down as being my 2-rep max. I did try to attempt 345 here, and you can see I just couldn't get it up. No pun intended. And end of the 12-week program here is 365 pounds. That is a 30-pound increase, 30-plus pound increase on squat, as you can see there, and the rep looks actually pretty good. You can tell I probably didn't have another one in me, but that is okay because it was a 1-rep max day. So this is, again, before I started the program. This is 335 pounds. Just trying to go for a single there, couldn't make it. And unfortunately, I didn't film the 1-rep max that I did for bench. I ended up doing 245 for a clean single. As you can see here, this is 225 pounds for a triple. So really impressed with how far my bench has progressed. Roughly about 40-pound increase from the start of the program to the end of the program. And here's 405. You can see that kind of looked pretty grindy, and I don't know what I was thinking on this day. I tried to go up to 445, couldn't even pull it off the ground. Ended up hitting 455 for my 1-rep. I was a little bit too greedy, and I tried to go in 485, I believe, and I just didn't get it. I didn't want to go back down because I was really hurting my back. So this is the week before. This is a triple, and that was 445. So about a 40-pound increase on my deadlift as well. Actually, like a 50-pound increase on my deadlift. So takeaways from the program: I gained a lot of strength back that I had before, but I had initially lost since my injury, herniated L4, L5 when I was training for nationals back in 2015. So I'm slowly building my strength back up to where I was. If you guys are not following me, I was squatting for triples 405. I was pulling in 500s and benching around 260 at around 148 pounds body weight. Right now, I should also mention on the program, I was in a slight surplus, but I think I started out the program right in either the upper 130s or low 140s, and I ended the program right around 142.5 pounds, give or take a little bit of fluctuation there. So I didn't gain a ton of body weight through the program, but my strength progressed quite drastically. So other takeaways from the program, what I really liked is the max rep sets. So if you're not familiar, I'll leave the link in the description box below where you can go read about that. But basically, you depending on the day, your accessories, your T3 movements, you'll take an accessory movement like bicep curls. We'll keep it pretty simple. Bicep curl, you want to hit 15 reps on the first set, and then you have 3 MRS, 3 max rep sets. So what you do is you rest for, usually what I did was 30 to 60 seconds on a ladder exercise like that. Typically 60 to 90 seconds on something a little bit more taxing like a single leg press. And you want to try to hit the same amount of repetitions if you can. You probably will not be able to, and that's totally acceptable. You're really aiming for a bro pump. And I don't know what it is, but I have not gotten sick of training like this. So what I'm doing now is I'm running Jacked and Tan 2.0 for a second cycle. We're going to go based off the numbers that you just saw in this video, and we're going to see how much strength I can gain on cycle 2. I will be changing some of the accessory movements around. Cody did put in slingshot bench. I don't own a slingshot just because my bench is kind of so pathetic. I've never seen the need to actually purchase a slingshot. So maybe once my bench gets up in weight, I'll end up making that purchase. But what I did for cycle 1, for the first 6 weeks I did primarily dumbbells, and my bench actually stayed pretty stagnant in terms of barbell bench press. So for the remaining 6 weeks, since it is a 12-week program, I switched it out and I just did flat barbell bench anytime it called for slingshot bench. So I was benching twice a week in a normal benching fashion on the program, and that's pretty much all I changed in the actual program itself. The second time around, I will be changing some of the accessories around. They will still be the same pulling movements as in horizontal pulls, vertical pulls. They'll still be the same motion. However, I will change the actual exercise that I implement. And you'll see that coming up in my next training clips that I start posting. But if you like the video, guys, and you like the overview of what I thought of the program, go over to Cody's channel and start following him. Check out the link in the description if you actually want to run this program for yourself. And I have nothing but positive things to say about it. I have a few of my other buddies that are running it as well. They don't have a YouTube channel, unfortunately, but they have been making drastic strength gains, and actually some of them are cutting, and they're still making crazy strength gains. So I do recommend doing this program in a surplus, but it can be done in a deficit as well, as long as your deficit isn't very drastic in terms of caloric restriction. But that's my overview, guys, and stay tuned for cycle 2.